Hello everybody and welcome back to Visit Fylde Coast, and what an absolutely glorious day. It's magnificent, it's beautiful sunshine, there's not much wind, there's barely a breeze blowing, and it's really getting quite warm. So we're going to go on a ride on a tram today. We're going to go and do something I don't very often do, I must admit. So I'm going to answer all those questions. If you live in a place that doesn't have trams, and let's face it, there are quite a lot of them, I'm going to answer all those questions that you might have as a first time Blackpool Tram Ride passenger. Like, for example, where did they go from? Where did they go to? Oh, goodness, that's noisy. And how much is it? And all the rest of the stuff. So we're going to go from North Pier to Central Pier initially, and then we might carry on and go a little bit further. Come with me. So this is where we're heading from. Of course, that's Blackpool North Pier. That's a driver in training on the left hand side, and I've just answered a question of my own because I've seen trams often parked up here, and you know, in all the hundreds of times I've walked up and down on this seafront, I've never noticed that there's a pulling in track on the left hand side, and that explains how they can park a tram here. I'm bright, aren't I? I'm as bright as a 20-watt lamp. So the service runs all the way from Fleetwood Ferry through Cleveley's to Blackpool and Stargate. And in winter, which is where we are now, believe it or not, despite the beautiful weather, there's a tram about every 20 minutes. All the information about different services and what time they run and where the stops are is online on the Blackpool Transport website. There's also a very handy app that you can use as well, which enables you to book your tickets, get real-time travel information, and much, much more. This is all the Christmas stuff, look. And the star flyers just going up as well. Bloody gaudy. Not on your Nelly. Not on your Nelly. The stops are all obvious. We're going to walk up to this one. This is where we're catching our tram from. And I happen to know that we've just missed one. So as you can see, the stops are quite obvious. And there's a little incline at either end. And the idea is that you are flat to the tram as you board it. And that makes it absolutely fabulous for disabled access and accessibility and pushchairs and prams and people that are wonky on the feet like me and all that kind of stuff. In fact, that's the reason why Blackpool ended up with new trams. And would you believe they've been running since the 3rd of April 2012? I wouldn't have thought it's been that long. And the old trams are still in use. You can ride them on heritage tram tours, and you can take a tram town tour of Rigby Road. That's a bit of a tongue twister. I actually went along to the opening event of the new trams, and it was quite exciting. Sadly, it wasn't a day like this. It wasn't bright and sunny, and it rained. So I'm going to go and stand here and wait for the tram. Now, T-Boy tells me that the best place to stand is where the disabled square is, because that lines up to the door when the tram arrives. I'm not really bothered. It's not exactly a queue 27 miles long. So I'm going to wait for the next tram, and there's one thing about it, you always know that if you've missed a tram, there'll be another one along very shortly. Told you it wouldn't be long as the tram came along. I barely said there'll be another one along soon. Turn the camera off, and here it is. Here it is, it's arrived. So the fare for a single is £2.90, £5 return. 24-hour saver ticket is £6.60, or if you buy it online or on the app, it's £6.20. And there are loads of passes available for the cheapest option. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go and get on the tram. There you go, flat entry. Let's go and sit down here. Oh, we're just going to sit here at the front. Everybody's looking at me. I've just realised it's a good job I've sat here actually, because I'm not actually going very far, I'm only going 2 stops. So it's a good job I've sat in this seat, because otherwise I'll have been gassing and forgotten. So this is Christmas by the Sea. Next stop is the Tower. And I've just seen that disgusting Starflyer thing going up to the top while I waited. It's a lovely way to see all the coast. So according to this ticket, I have confirmation. I have confirmation that I am now an adult. So I've got my ticket and I can talk up and down and get on and get off and do whatever I want to do. A lovely, lovely day. Oh, just a minute. You can see now how what I meant about them being accessibly friendly. So you can bring your prams on and your wheelchairs and things like that. Trams are dog friendly. And at the moment, the tramway, of course, goes between Fleetwood and Stargate. But from next year, there'll be a T-junction on it, and you can travel all the way up to Blackpool North Railway Station, which will be much better. And I'm going up to Foxhole Road today in this instalment. Central Pier. Hold tight. Oh, you can't read it. You can't read it, it's wobbling. Next stop, Manchester Square. Don't want Manchester Square. I've just realised we've got the view through the front, look. And away we go. Well, I have to say that's a very civilised way to travel. That's a very civilised way to travel. I could quite enjoy just buying a ticket and driving up and down and going from one end of Blackpool to the other. So I hope you found that interesting and useful. We might go and do some more this afternoon because we've got other jobs to do while it's sunny. So don't forget, make sure that you've subscribed, make sure that you've hit the little bell for notifications, and make sure that you've signed up for your email newsletter. And from a glorious, beautiful day on Blackpool seafront, we will see you soon. Bye for now.